Hey everyone! Here in California, Senate Bill 1709 proposes to give non-monetary rewards to students who improve their scores on standardized tests by which the schools are rated and affect the funding of the schools. Now some of you are saying, NorCal, why do you care? You don't have any children. Well, if you didn't know, I taught high school for 7 years before I moved on to a more lucrative lifestyle. I'm still interested in educational policy and glad that I walked away from that train wreck called our public education system. I am in favor of the idea of giving incentive to the kids on these tests. While I was teaching, we would disrupt the school year by administering these tests, some of which run an hour and a half, 2 hours long for kids that have a very short attention span. They had to bubble in the little dots for nothing. The people opposed to this bill say, well, these kids shouldn't be taught that everything has its reward. Guess what? They're kids. If they don't have motivation, they won't do it. A lot of the kids would just fill in random bubbles all the way down the sheet and then say, oh, I'm finished with this section, so they could put their head down. They didn't want to focus. They didn't want to concentrate. Why? Because they had no incentive. Their individual test results made no difference to them. We as faculty were told to encourage them, to make sure that the kids were aware of how important this was to their school. You mean the same school that won't let them dress the way they want? That won't let them choose the classes they take? The same school that won't let them pick their teachers? The same school that won't let them cross the street to go to lunch because they don't like the food provided in the cafeteria? Yeah, this test is important to that school? Come on. Anyone who thinks that these kids are going to care. Yes, there's a small percentage of kids who are motivated and do care about their school. But these tests are meaningless to the students themselves. Now, on the other end of this, I am not in favor of rewarding them for improvement. I think it should be tied to their performance. Whether it's on their report card, whether it's reported to colleges, whatever the case may be, perhaps the teacher can incorporate it into their grade. Whatever the case may be, these students should have an incentive to do well on those tests. But frankly, I think we should throw standardized testing out the window. I won't get into the details of it, but I saw firsthand what's on these standardized tests. And they don't match the curriculum guides set up by the state. They measure little more than the socioeconomic background of the students. It's simply another tool that our government uses to underfund schools in poor neighborhoods and increase funding to the wealthy. Thanks for watching.